the Hall of Famer, Beth Phoenix, a true pioneer.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Buffalo, New York, the Glamazon, Beth Phoenix.
Without question, one of the best, most purest natural athletes we have ever seen in WWE.
Making her way to the ring from Tampa, Florida, Alundra, Blayze.
Six-man tag team action coming up next, guys.
And both these teams come into this match incredibly confident. But unfortunately for one of them, they're going to have their confidence crushed by the end of this one.
Making her way to the ring from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Vachon.
If you like action, this six-man tag team match is for you.
You can say that again. We're looking at 6 of WWE's most exciting superstars all in one match. It doesn't get much more exciting than that.
And her opponents, first, from Jacksonville, Florida, Sable.
It doesn't get much better than this, guys. Six-man tag team action coming up next.
Actually, Cole, it can get better than this. Let me just find where they plugged in Saxton's mic. Give me a minute, I'll take care of it.
And her opponents, first, from Concord, California, Marie.
Big match coming up, guys, as we're just moments away from 3-on-3 action.
And there's no telling which way this will go, Michael. Not when you have these 6 superstars in the ring.
And her opponents, first, from Alabama, Debra.
Now time for our huge 6-man tag team match.
And I can't think of any competitors I'd rather see go at it right now than these 6 superstars. This one's gonna be great.
Plenty on the line here in this huge 3-on-3 matchup.
Don't look now, but this has all the makings of those 6-man classics we used to see back in World Class. Boom!
Ooh, what a jawbreaker.
It's come down to a battle of attrition right now.
Oh, that hurt to the chest. Nailed it.
Thanks to Raw General Manager Kurt Angle, in May of 2017, the WWE Universe saw a dream team come together when the Hardy Boys joined forces with the Lunatic Fringe Dean Ambrose. The exciting trio took on Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz. Truth be told, both Miz and Ambrose blended in with their impromptu tag team partners pretty well.
Byron, we always make a point to talk about continuity amongst team members. In the 6-man match, where Dean Ambrose teamed with the Hardys against Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz, both teams worked very well together. That surprised me, since this was the first time they teamed together. But there was something that night about the lunacy of Dean Ambrose fitting perfectly with the Daredevil Hardy Boys.
I've got to say, I had goosebumps for a week after the Hardy Boys returned to WWE at 2017's WrestleMania. During that 6-man on Raw, Team Extreme formed an effective trio with that lunatic Dean Ambrose. After a twist of fate from Matt Hardy, Jeff crushed The Miz with a swanton bomb, and that was all she wrote. There are instances when a 6-man tag match will feature a team where superstars have not always seen eye to eye, or are in the midst of a disagreement. When that's the case, someone on the team must step up and be the voice of reason so the trio can function as a cohesive unit.
Harsh impact.
She's taking on some offense here.
Corey, earlier you talked about what needs to happen when members of a 6-man team have differences or had differences in the past. If the team can't find a way to get on the same page, they will not last very long. Someone on the team has to step up and make sure for at least that match, everyone on the team can work together.
That's easier said than done. Just because superstars might be favorites of the WWE Universe or have a common enemy, that doesn't mean they'll get along. It also doesn't mean that any past issues will magically go away. In this business, people have long memories, so if someone sees an issue on their team, they need to resolve it right away.
Draped on the apron, bang!
Back in the ring now.
Oh, nasty impact.
Talk about rocking the jaw. Alundra Blayze, not in a good place. Oh, and she makes the tag.
And not a moment too soon, Michael.
Oh, clothesline.
Nasty one right to the chest.
Clothesline. line.
Things starting to go the other way for her, but you can bet she has plenty of fight in her.
You sound surprised, Cole. Come on. Think about who she's in there with. This was bound to happen sooner or later. What a strike. Right on the mark. But can she follow up?
She dodges that one.
Slam!
She goes for the quick pin. And she kicks out with relative ease.
She came here to fight, not lay down.
She may be in a bad way here.
Down. Glam slam.
Free fall.
I think this is the beginning of the end, Michael.
Double chicken wing applied. Glam slam. Whoa, it's another reversal.
I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that. Huge toss.
Beth Phoenix in a tough spot now.
She's got two partners in her corner, itching to get in there, guys.
She's absolutely off her game right now, and if she doesn't get it together, her night's going to be over. Over time, there have been various types of six-man teams that have been successful. There are family trios like the Guerreros, the Grahams, the Andersons, and the Von Erichs. There have been members of factions who have also produced tremendous six-man teams like the Fabulous Freebirds, the Four Horsemen, the NWO, and D-Generation X.
I think we're going to get the tag. Look out. There's the tag.
And that changes the entire outlook for these women, Michael.
Byron, you mentioned some families and groups that created incredible six-man teams. Talking more about factions, don't forget about the likes of the Hart Foundation, Evolution, the Wyatt family, the Shield, and the New Day. These are only some of the trios who had unbelievable matches against a variety of adversaries.
If we're talking about three-man teams, I need to shout out one of the baddest trios of all time who held the world's six-man.
This is it.
Big time slam. Vicious. She can end.
Can she end it here? Not sure what made her think now is a good time for a pin attempt.
Gonna take more than that.
Ooh, what impact. What a stomp.
Good grief.
Oof.
Look at her go.
She's starting to feel it, and the confidence she came into this six-women's tag team match seems to be fading a bit.
Hey, when you put six of the most competitive women on the roster today in the same ring at the same time, somebody's going to get hurt. And it just so happens to be her.
This could be trouble, guys. This may very well be the opening her opponent was looking for.
Six-man tag team matches have been a staple of competition since the early days of sports entertainment. Two teams of three compete against one another under traditional tag team rules. Stipulations can be added like no disqualification.
She might have it. Right to the back of the neck.
Got all of that one, that's for sure.
She goes for the cover. Pin's broken up.
I can't believe it.
Six-man tags can be fought under so many different types of stipulations. Teams can be part of a faction. The three superstars of the line because of a common interest. The most crucial. She looks for it once again.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, the shoulders are down. Oh, ouch. Wow, the ref got hit hard there.
He may not get back up, Cole.
Tagged in.
There are times during a six-man tag match where the hostility between two teams overflows. The result is
He's turning the tables.
They ain't turned yet. Still got some work to do. She's starting to fight out, guys.
Look at this. She lets her out.
She better have a good reason for this, Cole, because she just had her seconds away from tapping, I think.
Byron, you talked about the moment in six-man tag matches when all semblance of order breaks down. Many times the two teams are so determined to tear each other apart that they don't pay attention to who the legal person in the ring is or where the referee is in their 10 count. That's a huge mistake.
In the throes of battle, superstars lose their composure, and what was a six-man tag match breaks down into a Pier 6 brawl. If you don't keep an eye on the referee's count, you could get counted out and be the reason your team loses the match. I could see Byron making that mistake and ruin it for everybody.
Oh man, she's rolling now.
What a strike. Oh, and she gets out of the way.
Setting up for the... You gotta believe this one's over.
Oh, this is not good at all. The pet...
When a superstar is in a six-man match, one of the most important things to remember is knowing that...
There it is. She's made the tag.
And her partner is on absolute fire right now.
Boom, what impact. Missile drop kick finds its mark. Alundra Blayze is sizing it up. Corey, you spoke about when a superstar is in six-man action and how crucial it is that they have the presence of mind to realize when they need to tag out. Not everyone. She fights out.
But that doesn't mean the damage wasn't already done, Michael.
She's on the defensive now. She really needs to think about making a tag, guys.
This woman has absolutely no quit in her, guys. Taking on a little offense like this isn't going to end her night. I can assure you of that.
I don't know. I expect her to get back on track here very shortly. I mean, she's been in control for much of the match. I look for that to continue here.
I think she's trying to prove a point here. Alundra Blayze is sizing it up.
I don't think this is going to do it.
Oh, she gets out of it.
She has renewed life now, Michael.
Almost just a... Look out. There's the tag.
And that changes the entire outlook for these women, Michael. She is on fire.
Just a step quicker, it looks like. Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes, you'll see personal agendas eat their way into the action. Looks like she wants to beat her inside the ring.
Big elbow.
Move over, Ronaldo.
She's showing some great effort. We'll see if it lasts.
Slap! Oh, no, you didn't.
Yes, she did.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go. What a slam.
Impactful. It'll jar your spine. If that doesn't end it, I don't know.
She goes for the cover.
Look at her go.
1, 2. Digging deep for a kick out.
She's still in this one.
Comes in off the tag. She's got her back against the wall now. This match is certainly starting to test her mettle. Nasty drop. Got the reversal. Beautiful technique.
Watch out!
Running bulldog. Both teams working well here together. That's not always the case in a six-man tag team match. Oftentimes...
Roman! He's back in full control now.
Yeah, there's no way this match isn't over after that one. What a six-man tag match.
Let's take another look at these women in action.
This was another great moment. That's a woman on a mission. Look at her go. She left it all in the ring, and I expected nothing less.
Here are your winners, the Glamazon Beth Phoenix, Alundra Blayze, and Vachon.
There's no doubt about it. That's a big pinfall win right there.
Wow, when you pick up a pinfall victory over somebody like that, you've done something right.
What a match here from Miami. Thanks to all of you for joining us tonight.